Let's do question 8. Here we determine the probability of a male or signs. So we represent a male by the letter M and signs by the letter S. And so we have to determine probability of M or S. In probability notation, we can write this as probability of M union S. And we write the formula for M union S. And this equals probability of M, which is probability of a male, plus probability of S, which is probability of signs. Then we subtract probability of M intersection S, that is probability of both M and male and science students. So let's determine the probability of M. For that, we determine the total number of male students by summing up the numbers in the male column. And so this equals, this one is 12 plus 16 is 28. 28 plus 7 is 35. So we put 35. And this is divided by the total students. We can find the total students by adding the all the numbers in this table. So here we have already calculated there are 35 males, plus we now have to calculate the sum of the numbers in the female column. So this is 14 plus 9 plus 10, and this equals 35. 14 plus 9 is 23 plus 10, and this gives 35 plus 23 is 58 plus 10, and this equals 68. So there are a total of 68 students. So we divide this males by the total number, which is 68. Now we determine the probability of signs. And for that, we add the numbers corresponding to signs. That is, we have to add the numbers in the signs row. So we add these two numbers, that is 16 plus 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. So we put 25 divided by the total students, which is 68, minus now we look out for if there are both male and science students. Yes, clearly this 160 is the number of male students who also took science. So therefore we write here 16 divided by the total students, which is 68. And so let's calculate this fraction. So here we have the common denominator of 68. That means we can add the numerators 35 plus 25 minus 68 divided by the 68, which is the total number. And so this equals 35 plus 25 is 60. 60 minus 16 is 44, and this is divided by 68. This is the probability in terms of fraction, and we can find its decimal equivalent. So we put this expression in the calculator, 44 divided by 68, and this is approximately 0.647 when rounded to three decimal places. So this is the probability of male or science. And this means option B is correct. Let's do question 9. Here we determine the conditional probability of max given that they are female students. So it's basically asking the question how many max students are there out of female students. So for that, we just have to look at only the female column. So here we have 14 plus 9 is 23 plus 10 is there are 33 female students, and out of which there are 14 max students, because this row represents the max students. So therefore we can see that this equals there are 14 max students, or the students who took max out of a total of 33 female students. Therefore we can write the probability as 14 over 33, and this equals 0.424 when rounded to three decimal places. So this is the conditional probability of max students given that they are female students, and this means the answer choice D is correct. Alternatively, we can do this problem using the normal conditional probability formula. That is, we find the probability of max students given that they are female student. This is we are doing this alternate method using the conditional probability formula, and this equals probability of max intersection female student. That is the probability of both max and female student divided by probability of female students. And so this equals here we determine the number of max students who are also female students. There are 14 max students who are also female student, so which means the probability of this one will be 14 out of total students, which is 68, which we have already determined in question 8, and this divided by the total female or the probability of the female student, and this equals 33. There are 33 female students, and divided by the total students, which is 68. And so this gives the numerator we have 14 divided by 68. The denominator we have 33 over 68. We multiply by its reciprocal, that is 68 over 33. And so this equals, you can cancel these two. So we get 14 over 33, and this equals 0.424, approximated to 3 decimal places. So once again, we get the same answer as we obtained using the conceptual method. That is, the probability of max given that the female student is 0.424.